Hello, hello, welcome to this episode, and thank you for your presence, thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it. So I hope I have some inspiration for you, and that's worth your time. And yes, on the road again, of course, and it's the beginning of June, and I had such a realization this morning in the forest that I was thinking, wow, time is just a perception, but what happened last year? It felt like more than a year. And not only last year, like the last 2 years, but especially the last year was really a speed up of changes. But it's like because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, and then your inner world starting to change. You're doing your inner work, and then changes inside are happening, and you don't directly see it sometimes in your outer world. Sometimes you see directly some changes, and sometimes it takes some time because the manifestation is catching up. So if you're feeling that you do a lot of inner work, but your outer world is kind of still the same, keep doing the work. Because not only in your mind you have to change, you have to embody the change. It has to really become your new blueprint. And so your new frequency. And when your frequency is going to change, but your body is dense, your outer world 3D is sometimes pulling on you. So in the beginning it's a kind of back and forth, and the frequency of you going like this, and your timeline shifts are going front and back and forth, and of course you shift every time timelines, but that's another story. I'm still figuring out how to explain that, or maybe don't explain it, just believe it. I don't know, but that's another topic. So, don't give up. Don't give up. Just surrender. Surrender to the process and trust. And that's the biggest thing I have learned from my greatest teacher, life itself. Love life and trust life. And therefore love yourself and trust yourself, because you're alive. And really dare to reflect on what's going on in your field, because that's are your teachings, and reflect on yourself, how you react, how you respond, how you behave, how you think, how you feel, because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So everything what's going on in your fields is you. So if it means it's you, you can change it. So that's personal leadership. That's empowering. And also in your fields, because we are connected with the field, the universe, the God, I don't know, give it a name, are also signs. And your heart is picking up of those signs, your soul. And when you become more calm, and in that trust and in that surrender, you become also more still, and you then hear more your inner voice, and you see and feel more those guiding of the fields. But start with trust and going all in life, and going in, and really enjoy the ride of the roller coaster, because challenging it will be. Suffering is a choice. And now I'm still kind of in the roller coaster, but I like the ride, because life is a roller coaster. And what do you do in a roller coaster? Just keep breathing, look on the road, keep your eyes on the rails, and scream when you want to scream, cry when you want to cry, laugh when you have to laugh, and put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah, go full in and enjoy the ride. Yeah, and sometimes you have to throw up. Yeah, sometimes you have to shit your pants. Sometimes you laugh your eyes out. So, yeah. And that's life. That's life. And that's really being alive. That's really aliveness. And that's is one of my callings now to teach. To teach is such a wrong word. To inspire. To really love life. To be alive. To feel that aliveness. And to empower people, and especially men, to get them back in their king and in their kingdom, and of course queens. But queens can become more queens if there are stronger kings. And stronger, I mean better connected with the heart and power from the heart. So I say dick and heart connected. Yeah, and of course for women we also have to connect our pussy with the heart, and but for women there's such a lot of, I say, help, and for men. So that was I feeling, and now trust that feeling and just go for it and get the teachings of it. If you go for it, if you really go for it, you will get taught. Or all the things you have to look at will be revealed if you're following your calling, your greatest passion, your heart. Yeah. And this is not what I want to talk about in the podcast. So I really now hop to the topic, because in my field I had a lot of teachings about boundaries. One of my topics in myself was knowing my desires and knowing my boundaries and setting my boundaries. And as having a strategy, a coping mechanism of kind of pleasing, boundaries was not really my thing. And conflicts or discussions, not really my thing. Just go out of the way. Setting my desires and boundaries in the air out loud, not really my thing. Putting somebody else first, really my thing. Honoring others' boundaries, really my thing. Supporting others to really go for it and to support them and to give respect and so on, really my thing. And of course I could set sometimes boundaries when it really was kind of already too late. But setting boundaries and receiving boundaries is kind of the most healing thing we can do. Saying no and receiving a no with love is the most really healing thing we can do. Because a boundary, or a no, or not this, or till here, is the line where I can love myself and the other. And if somebody else is setting that boundary, is really a direction how to treat, how to love the other. So for me, if somebody is giving me a boundary, I really say, sometimes in myself, but I say thank you. And yes, of course, because for me, it gives me a direction of how to treat and to love that other person. So a no or a boundary is not a reaction, It's a direction. So if you can feel that, then receive it with grace, with love, with a thank you. Because the other is taking care of themselves. So say thank you for caring for yourself. And therefore give me direction how to treat and care and love you. So it's something beautiful that we have to honor and to respect. And also because if you say it, you give really respect to yourself. And if the other can't handle your boundary, then just walk away. Don't discuss. Walk away. Let them go. It's not your people. And that last thing I have to really learn. Because lately in my field, because I'm practicing boundaries, and then life gives you teachings. I'm a masseuse, and I'm a healer, light worker, what do you say, and yes, I can sometimes set some pictures on socials with some sensuality, because I love sensuality, and I think it has to be out there without every man getting because sensuality is a power. It's something beautiful. It has nothing to do only with sex. It's a power. It's a gift. Living sense. You all sense with all your sense perceptions. It's like one of your sense perceptions. Feeling. So, but that's another topic. So, I got a lot of how do you say that? Verzoekjes. A lot of messages for massage and for connecting or for getting a drink. And then I set my boundaries. I ask what's the intention or la-di-da-di, and then I set my boundaries. And then, and especially to men, but I think women can do that too, but I don't have that problem with women, and I like women too, also in an intimate way. So, but then there's as I know, or not yet, or this is now my boundary, and boundaries can be changeable, and that's also okay, because it can differ from moment to moment in what for kind of energy, what for setting, if you feel safe with the other. But if somebody's setting a boundary and you are saying yes, but that's not honoring a boundary, and that's not giving safety, discuss that boundary, or want to talk about it, or want to explain why you want to get over that boundary or want to change it, that's not respecting a boundary. That is not safe. Or in other later conversations, trying to push that boundary again, or trying to discuss it again, it's not honoring a boundary. It's not safe. It's unrespectful to the boundary, unrespectful to the person, and especially for men to women, and men and women to men. But for me, I speak for now to men. Yeah, especially to men, because I think men do it a little bit more than women, because not maybe with purpose, and sometimes with purpose, or they even don't know that they do it, because under that behavior, I know there is something deeper under that behavior, because we all seek attention, we seek validation, we seek intimacy, we seek care and love, because we miss it in ourselves and missed it from our childhood, mother wounds, father wounds. I can see beyond that behavior, so I'm not mad, but I really am a little bit, because it's not respectful and it gives not a feeling of safety. When a man goes over or trying to push that boundary or say yes but, the woman closes directly. When the man only think from there and not connected with the heart and act from there, the woman is feeling it. A real woman is feeling it. Not a little girl, not a princess, but a woman, a queen, a goddess. And man, if you want a queen, if you want a goddess, if you want a strong woman, connect this first. And respect her boundary, honor her boundary. Because as soon as you go from neediness, because a feeling of neediness under that pushing, a feeling of unrespectful, unsafety, the woman closes. Done. It's not gonna even change anymore, the boundary. And if she's changing, she's not a strong woman. And then, on the other hand, this is very important. Men, learn to receive a no. It's not a reaction, it's a direction. Please, please, honor a no, honor a boundary. Give a woman a feeling of safety. And if you can't give it her, don't connect. No. Learn it. You want to be safe too. You want to be safe too. How do you feel if you say a boundary, no, this is not what I want, or this is not what I do, and I am going to say, yes, but yeah, I would love it, and yeah, for me, and yeah, I want to really, really like it if you, I think for the experience. And how do you think about a needy woman who is clinging all the time on you? You run. Or do you like it? If you like it, then you have to look at that, because not healthy. Okay. But you feel I'm triggered on this. Yes, and it's not my trigger, because yes, of course it's my trigger. Yes, of course. But hey, this is not triggered of a wound or whatsoever. I can setting my boundaries more clear, and I want to stay in love with setting that boundaries. But sometimes I have to think I have to be really hard to say that boundary, and I don't want that. And I really feel that my whole body is going in and locking in and defensive. And if a man is trying to push over that boundary, keep trying to do that, you ruin it. You really ruin it. You ruin it for yourself. You ruin it for the connection. You ruin it for your intimacy. Like, for example, like if you want to connect with a woman or going on a date, and there is spoken about some boundaries, and you say, yeah, wow, thank you for honoring this, la-di-da-di-da-di, and the woman feels safe with you, and you have a good evening, there's a chance she will open up for more. And maybe even in that moment, even if she had said, no, I don't kiss on the first date, I don't, whatever, but she feels safe, and there comes a kiss from her initiative, or she gives that sign, and she goes for it. Yes, and boundary can change if she feels safe. So if you at that moment didn't respect that boundary and say a yes but, or want to talk about it or discuss it, or in the evening on the table trying to push it, or try to get that kiss, the woman closes. You ruin it for yourself. In Dutch we say, je gooit je eigen glazen in. So here is the reflection. What does a boundary do with you? Does it feel like a reaction? Then you have to look at that wound, the wound of reaction, the wound of abandonment. If you can't honor, you can't give safety. If you don't have respect, you don't are safe. Look at yourself. Do you respect yourself? Are you needy? Are you safe in yourself? Can you give yourself everything? Or do you need it from outside? Ooh, do you see this? Rainbow. Wow. Okay, but back to the topic. Please reflect on your own behavior. And don't push it away with, I'm just enthusiastic, I just feel attracted to you, I'm just, like give it beautiful words. Because no. There is something underneath that desire and not honoring therefore the other, their boundaries, their bodies. If you really, really want true connection, true intimacy, respect, honoring, see the other as sacred. But it starts with seeing yourself as sacred. If you don't see yourself as sacred, you can see everybody else as sacred. And creating safe space. But if you're not safe in yourself, you can never give somebody else safety. If you're not are safe with yourself, you never will feel safe at the other. Can you really be good with only yourself? Only yourself. And can you feel all those feelings you want to get from somebody else yourself? The feeling of intimacy, the feeling of love, the feeling of pleasure, the feeling of joy, the feeling of sex. If you can feel it in yourself and just enjoy it yourself, then you become a safe person. Because you don't go to look for it in all the wrong places and all the wrong ways. So, and this is for men, but I think there are women too. So this is for men and women, but I've experienced it a lot last couple of months with men. And if person is saying, I have no time and space at the moment, then don't send messages or a lot of times, every day or any other day. That's also not respecting a boundary. And ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I sending this message? Do I need validation? Do I need to see that she is still interested in me or want connection with me? Or am I scared that she will forget me, that I'm not in her field anymore? And even if that's so, then is that so? Then it's not meant to be. That's okay. But if you're not okay in yourself, if you're not whole in yourself, you will seek for validation, that you are seen and heard by that other person. That's a father wound most of the time for the men, and I think for the women too. But that's the father wound. Validation, being seen by a woman, being that the woman is chasing you. And, that's it. So if somebody is saying, give me some space, and you keep sending messages and trying to get some attention, it's also not honoring a boundary. And that's annoying. And that's also closing. And then ask yourself, why do I need that attention? Why do I need those messages, even if she has explained that she has at the moment, or he has no time and space? Can you also honor that? And even if you're saying, I'm honoring that, you take your time and you send any other day or kind of a lot of messages after that. No, you're not honoring that space. So please stop. And it is such a beautiful reflection for you guys, or men and women, to, why am I doing this? Why do I have this behavior? Why can I not receive a no, a boundary? Can I not honor somebody's space? Yeah. And hey, kind of been there, done that too. Not with if somebody is giving boundaries that I always could honor. Sometimes it felt like a reaction because it triggered some things in me, and then I know, then I reflected on that. But And sometimes, yeah, I felt rejected, and then, yeah, and try to not feel that. But now I can feel if it's, and I don't feel rejected anymore with a no or a boundary, because I really think, wow, thank you for giving me the direction, how to treat you, how to love you. And it's very beautiful if somebody else is taking care of themselves and their energy. But like sending messages to really get some attention from that other person, especially when I like that person, yeah, I did that. Just to soothe myself also. And of course, I also want to share my love and let them know that I like that person and love that person. But also, not this year. This year I was already over that behavior. But I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, I really had that behavior to a guy, and I was thinking, oh my god, did I do that? But he didn't give also boundaries, so it was. But I now know that behavior was really like that. I want that for myself. On, oh yeah, he's still thinking of me, or he still loves me, and whatsoever. And then I ruined it. I really ruined it, and now I can't really laugh about it because. Yeah, but it was also in a period I was very insecure about, love and so on. And also in a roller coaster life at that moment, really everything goes upside down. And so yeah, then you have maybe more. You need more security, I think. And now that was such a beautiful teaching for myself, and I really went into that behavior because I was thinking this is not normal. I was also feeling that this was not normal, and it brought me so much to really go in that and now it gives so much freedom if you don't have that trigger anymore, and that behavior, and that you're totally free in how people are coming in your life or going out. And but I really, really like clarity and communication. If you want to go out of my life, don't want to connect with me anymore, just say it. I will be sad, maybe even get relieved, I don't know, but like I will let you go with an open heart, and I will let you come in back with an open heart. As I said, I try to live unconditional, so my heart is open to come in my life, to go out of my life, to come back, to stay. But just communicate it with me. If you go, then I know. And if you want to come back, I will see you again. You're not mine. You're an own free person with your own space and your own energy and your own life and your own time. So, yeah, living spacious, living unconditional, living free. And I want to let people do that too for me. I will let people do that for them. Please let me too. And don't assume. Always communicate. Never assume. Communicate. And reflect on your own behavior. I'm almost on my plate of work, and have a lot of just group fitness classes today and trainings, and looking forward. So I hope you have a nice day, nice night maybe, and hopefully to the next time.